Alesso, how are you? You must be so tired today, promo after promo after promo.
Nah, it's all good.
Your song with Charlotte Lawrence, brand new, called The End. How did it come about?
So they had this song. When I say they, it's Andrew Watt, who's a really good friend of mine. I've worked with him before. He had a demo record with Charlotte singing, and he played it to me, and he was like, what do you think of this record? And I said, it's a very, very beautiful record. We discussed how we could flip the song and make it a more of a 80s pop funk vibe. So we recorded, all these instruments with real synths, real analog synths. It was something I've never done before, and it gave it a really cool, edgy sound to it that still reminds you of the 80s. Charlotte's vocals, just incredible, beautiful vocals that just like rides the record. We just had so much fun in the studio. I think we did it in 2 days. And it was not that long ago, actually. It was in July, I think. When we listened to the song, we listened to the lyrics, it felt great to... For me, it's going to be the last music I put out this year. So far, the response has been amazing and people are happy, so I'm happy.
I heard that DJs are very particular about vocal production. I heard that, don't quote me on this, he probably worked like 6 months on his vocals for clarity. Are you the same? And if so, why is that?
Vocal production is a completely different side of production. To me, it took a couple of years to learn how to do it. I thought it was the same thing as, just making beats, but it's not. I would never put out a record where I don't think the vocals production sounds perfect. Depending on who it is, I think some singers are way easier to produce their vocals because they're just better singers in general. If I cut something with someone and I think it sounds great, I do it 10 more times just to be sure, so I don't have to ask that singer to come back into the studio. And it can be quite exhausting, so you have to take breaks sometimes.
Okay, you have collaborated with so many artists so far already, but do you still have like a dream collaboration?
I think the last 3 years, there's been incredible artists doing outstanding vocal performances like Post Malone and The Weeknd, So there are, for example, I would love to work with. I think it gets bigger, the list, because of the vocalist that comes and do these outstanding songs. I don't have my goal is to work with this singer. If it happens, it happens. That's how I see it, And also, I love when collaborations comes about naturally and it's not forced, or it's not like a bunch of people want you to work together. Today, it has to come organically, I think. Unless, someone reaches out, and it's like, oh, I don't want it to be forced. That's what it is.
What's that one album or one song that you're crazy about at the moment?
I really like The Weeknd's new album. Playing it a lot. Cause like I said, I'm a fan of the 80s inspired music. He killed it on that record. So I've been, for sure, that's been on and off through the whole year since it came out.
Okay, and finally, this year has been weird to say the least. But I'm sure everyone around the world has learned a lot. But what has 2020 taught you?
To be very thankful of the things, or not things, but or the people you have around you. Be very thankful for the life that you've been given. I'm very thankful for just being able to live off my music. It made me realize a lot, I think for the whole world, but for me, especially who you have around you and how crazy it is that something like your job and touring can be taken away from you so much. So you really revalue what's important. And a couple of years ago, I remember complaining that I toured too much and I felt like, I wanted more breaks. I kind of look back at it and now I think, I should take breaks, but I should also never stop being thankful for the opportunity I have, I miss doing shows and it's like a big part of me, kind of went away. Your job is a big part of who you are. At least for me, that's what I do for a living. So it's been really about thinking about all these things and be appreciative. And I'm an optimistic person, so I do think slowly but surely we will come back. Trying to stay positive, but like I said, I'm very thankful for the things that I've been able to do in my life and have this lifestyle.
All right, thank you so much. We're looking forward to more next year. Of course, you can have a nice holiday break. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.